Local state lawmakers have introduced legislation that would effectively ban gender transitions for minors, while also requiring insurers to provide for detransition procedures. The introduction of this legislation has led to an outcry from Michigan's trans community as the back-and-forth debate over trans youth continues.
More and more children are turning to this, and it's wrong.
The fact that this is being talked about in our government chambers, period, is not making me sleep well at night.
Two sides, one hot-button issue. The legislation comes after the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services issued a new review citing serious concerns with puberty blockers, hormones, and surgeries for minors. State Rep Brad Paquette is backing the bills.
I am a former teacher. I saw this culturally coming down the pike about 10 years ago. The belief that a child could be born wrong and remedied with drugs and hormones and surgeries is just very problematic.
The review from the Department of Health and Human Services contends that children who undergo transition procedures do not see the benefits that trans supporters claim. Aaron Brefka, a local trans advocate who recently transitioned, says having support as a child would have helped them in the long run.
There was something about me that I knew was different, but growing up in a space that didn't really allow space for queer people, it wasn't something that was talked about. If I could have established myself as a trans girl, as a trans woman earlier in life, I feel like it would have made things a lot easier and a lot less stressful.
The push to ban gender-affirming care has gained some traction throughout the country. According to the Human Rights Campaign, 26 states have passed laws banning transition procedures for minors.
We want to make sure that they're taken care of, but they're also told the truth and that they can't change their sex with drugs and surgery, and they weren't born wrong.
But this latest bill, now in Lansing, isn't receiving a warm welcome from the trans community.
There is nuance to this that people don't want to look at, and they would rather see it as a black and white issue, that you either allow it or you don't allow it, and there's so much gray area in between that we can talk about.
The bills currently sit in the House Health Policy Committee, and while they could get past the House, they're not likely to get past the Democrat-led Senate and governor. In Grand Rapids, I'm Zachariah Wheaton, Fox 17 News.